all of you, I offer my respects. This is the land of saints and seers. Thousands of years before, when in the western lands people were just hunters, in the east, especially in India, people were thinking about the world very seriously, thinking about the life. They wanted to know what this life is. What is this world? Is it as it appears to me? Or is it quite different from what it appears to me? Why it is changing? Will it be there forever? Was it always there in the past? Is there nothing which doesn't change at all? Such beautiful questions. The ultimate questions these people were asking. They were not much worried about their bread and butter, bread and milk. They were worried about these big questions. And the answers were not to come from the West. There was no one to answer these questions because he was the first man to ask the questions. Therefore, he had to find answers for himself. He began inquiring, investigating, searching, and in the end, he got the light. Such people were called the enlightened, the great seers. They saw the truth. They found the answers to those big questions. Therefore, they were called seers. Very beautiful word it is, seer, and also full of meaning. We are also seers. I see the table, therefore I am a seer. Seer means one who sees is the seer. If I see this table, I am a seer. In this sense, everyone is a seer. But those seers were different and we are different. We see with our eyes and we see not the seer, just the sea. Therefore we are not the real seer. We are just the seers of the appearance. We see the table, we see the flowers, we see this beautiful place, building, we see the hills, we see the green trees and so many things. But for that reason, we can't be the seers. Then who was the seer? Who is the seer? One who sees what exists forever. One who sees what lies behind this world which we see. one who sees the truth that never changes. He saw it. But was it possible for him to see the seer, the ultimate truth, whatever it be, with eyes? Impossible. If it was possible for him to see the truth with eyes, it must be possible for me and for you to see the truth with our eyes. But nobody has seen it. What lies beyond the range of the sense organs? My eye can't see. My ears cannot hear. What is behind all this appearance? What is beyond the range of sense organs? Just to see the world. The world is changing. Every moment, not even for a single moment, we find the world not changing. The flower appears in the morning, it opens its petals. The fragrance flows out of the flower. The beauty is there to be seen. But the flower goes on changing. It doesn't stop there. It goes on changing every moment. And by evening, it withers away. There is no flower. In the morning, it comes to life. In the evening, with the sun, it departs from the world. With all its beauty, fragrance, it disappears from the world. What is true of this flower is true of my body, true of this world, true of the whole material existence. The whole world is changing. This change is not happening suddenly, moment by moment. It goes on changing. Our dark, our hair doesn't change in a moment. It takes years and years. Gradually, it changes into white. Why does this happen everywhere? Why the world is changing? Why every object here is changing? It's a big problem, a question a philosopher has to answer, has to ask. And the first man who wanted to know about the world asked this question: what is happening to this world? Why is it changing? He said, if my body was always young, what would have happened? It would have become a wonderful life for me. But it is not happening. I get married. My wife is there, says the seer, very beautiful. But why does she change after some years? Why does she change? A child is there, very fresh, beautiful, innocent, just like a morning flower, just like a morning dew drop, so fresh, so beautiful. But what happens to the child? It grows into an old man. Beauty is lost, strength is gone, memory is lost, intelligence dimmed. What is happening to the people? Why this change? He was very curious to know. Curiosity is the mother of invention, it is said in the West. And this curiosity took hold of this seer. Therefore, to investigate, to find out, to search for an answer, he forgot his material comforts. He forgot his material comforts. He went into the forest. In solitude, he spent his days and years. He observed the world very keenly, penetratively. He reflected on what he saw, used his intelligence, tried to find out, with the help of the causal relations, the answer for the questions. When he used his intelligence, rational thinking, logical reasoning, he became a philosopher. That did not satisfy him. He crossed the boundaries of intelligence and found a method called yoga. It took him far away from the domain of intelligence, the boundaries of a philosophy. And his invention was, discovery was, mind has got great powers. It sees more than the eyes see. It will know more than the intelligence knows. This power of the mind is called intuition, insight, direct perception, immediate knowledge, not mediate. There are two kinds of knowledges, mediate and immediate. Mediate means there is some media, there is some medium. Immediate means there is no medium. There is no help from any senses. I take the help of the eyes and I see the flower. Without taking the help of the eyes, if I get the knowledge of something, that knowledge is called immediate knowledge. I take the help of the ears and I get the knowledge of sounds. Here, the medium is the ears. Here, the medium is the eye. I don't take the help of eyes, but I see. If I see, it is immediate knowledge. This whole world is before me, before my eyes, before my ears. I can see it, I can hear it, I can touch it, I can smell it, I can taste it. Because it becomes object of my senses. I use the eyes and see the beauty. I use the ears, see the sounds. I use the touch organ and feel the surface of the table. I use the tongue organ and have the taste of the things. I use the smelling organ. I get the smell of the flowers and so many other objects. Means here, whatever knowledge I gather of this world comes to me through the sense organs. Because this knowledge comes through the sense organs, this kind of a knowledge is called mediate knowledge. Mediate, there are some media through which I get the knowledge. I do not come directly in contact with the object. Here is the table. When I see the table, what happens? I am there, the table is there. I am to know the table. The table is outside me. I am inside the body. I do not come out of the body. The table does not get into my body. Table is where it is. I am where I am. But still I get the knowledge of the table. How? How do I get this knowledge? Something helps me. Something connects me to the table. I am within. The table is outside. I am there. I don't move from the body. The table does not move from where it is. The table does not enter my eyes. The table does not enter into my mind. Mind is there. Behind the mind, I am there. I am always there. I don't come out of the mind. I don't come out of the body. I am there. Where I am now at this moment. Here is the table. Then how do I get the knowledge of the table? There is no direct perception, direct contact. There is no immediate knowledge. Something is there between me and the table. That connects me to the table, or that brings the table, image of the table into me. And those things are called media. Because with the help of the media, I get the knowledge of the table, that knowledge is to be called the knowledge mediate. Suppose I have to know what is happening within my mind. What is the media? What are the media? My mind is there. In my mind there is a dream. I see a dream, a beautiful dream. I become the king of this land. A dream is a dream. You may become a king or a pauper, a rich man or a poor man within seconds. Dreams are dreams. I see a beautiful dream, a golden dream. In my dream, this hall becomes golden. How do I see that dream? Where are the eyes? Where are the ears? Where are the noses and taste organs? No. Eyes are not there. Ears are not there. Still I see the dream. How? What are the organs? I am there, mind is there, and in the mind the whole world is created. Who is seeing this world? I am seeing the world, but not directly still. Because the mind is there still. It is the mind which helps me to see the dream. When outside world is there, I have to get the knowledge of the world outside. I use the sense organs, external. But when I have to see the dream inside, the world created by the mind, I use my mind. I use my mind. Means mind helps me to see the dream. This mind is called internal organ. These are external organs. Mind is the internal organ. Very wonderful organ it is. Eyes we see, but mind nobody has seen. If there is no mind, I cannot see anything. But I don't see the mind. But when mind creates a world, I see it. This is all. This is the whole wonder of the mind. See how beautiful the mind is, how subtle the mind is, how powerful is the mind, and without the mind it is not possible either to have pleasure or to have pain. Either to see the beautiful scenes or to hear wonderful words. In the mind, I see a dream. Here, the seer does not come in contact with the dream, but through the mind, he comes in contact with the dream. He sees the dream, I see the dream with the help of the mind. Means, seeing the dream also is a mediate activity. Mediate activity, it is not the immediate perception, it is the mediate perception. Therefore, the knowledge that I get of my feelings and thoughts is mediate. Mediate. But what about myself? I am there. I know that I am there. How do I know it? I know that I do exist. I exist. I know that I am. But how do I know that I am? Do I take the help of the eyes? No. Do I take the help of my mind? No. I don't take the help of the eyes. I do not take the help of the mind. Still I know that I am there. This is called immediate knowledge, direct perception, it is intuition, a realization we call it. No need of the eyes, no need of the ears, no need of the mind. I am I, the perceiver of everything, and the whole world is object of my perception. It is an object of my perception. This is the immediate perception. Immediate knowledge I get of myself. Means to see me, nothing is needed. To use simple terms. To see me, nothing is needed. To see everything else, something is needed. If I see the world, something is needed. With the help of something, if I get the knowledge of this world, I am not a seer. I am perceiving through the senses. If I come to know of myself, without the help of any organs, intelligence or the mind or the senses, I should be called the seer. This is what happened to the first man. He saw himself. He closed his eyes, he closed his mind, and he saw himself. Therefore he became the seer, the rishi. the seer of the truth, the seer of his self. Therefore he is the seer. I am not the seer, you are not the seer. But if we try to be seers, it is the easiest thing. If we close our eyes, if we close our mind, the very moment we close our eyes, the very moment we close our mind, and the very moment we close the intelligence, we come to have the awareness of my own existence, of our own existence. The very moment my speech is stopped, I begin to feel the presence of the silence in this hall. I don't need ears. Just close the ears, silence is there. Open the ears, and there are words, there are sounds, and so many noises here. There is a sound, there is no silence. Close the ears, the experience of the silence is there. I feel the silence. If there are no sounds, I feel the silence. If there is no hearing, then there is silence. To experience silence, nothing is needed. Nothing is needed. But to experience words and sounds, something is needed. Something is needed. Ears are needed, mind is needed. But to hear the silence, nothing is needed. In the same way, to see myself, to be aware of my own existence, nothing is needed. But to be aware of the things that are different from me, everything is needed. The seer became a seer, not because he took great efforts.